Europeans moving to Dubai, you probably think of year-round sunshine, private beaches, and supercars. But that's not the real story. The actual reason thousands are packing their bags has less to do with lifestyle and everything to do with a massive financial shift that's flying under the radar. While many European governments are finding new ways to tax their citizens, the United Arab Emirates is offering a 0% personal tax reality. This isn't just about saving a little extra cash. It's a quiet exodus of people seeking financial freedom. So what's really going on? Let's break down the laws that are pushing people to their limits and the financial sanctuary they're running to. For decades, the deal in Europe was pretty clear. You pay high taxes, and in return, you get a strong social safety net. But for many, that deal is starting to feel a bit one-sided. Across the continent, from Germany to the Netherlands, when you picture Europeans moving to Dubai, you probably think of year-round sunshine, private beaches, and supercars. But that's not the real story. The actual reason thousands are packing their bags has less to do with lifestyle and everything to do with a massive financial shift that's flying under the radar. While many European governments are finding new ways to tax their citizens, the United Arab Emirates is offering a 0% personal tax reality. This isn't just about saving a little extra cash. It's a quiet exodus of people seeking financial freedom. So what's really going on? Let's break down the laws that are pushing people to their limits and the financial sanctuary they're running to. For decades, the deal in Europe was pretty clear. You pay high taxes, and in return, you get a strong social safety net. But for many, that deal is starting to feel a bit one-sided. Across the continent, from Germany to the Netherlands, a perfect storm of economic pressures is causing governments to tighten their grip on your wallet. It's a slow clampdown that many don't notice until it's too late. Take income tax. In many European nations, it's not unusual for high earners to see nearly half their income vanish before it even hits their bank account. In Germany, the top income tax rate is 42%. Jumping to 45% for the highest earners with a rich tax, Reichensteuer. And while some politicians are debating bringing back a wealth tax on assets, for now, that 45% is purely a tax on income. But it's not just the headline tax rate, it's the death by 1,000 cuts from all the other taxes. You have Social Security, capital gains tax on investments, inheritance taxes that can take a huge bite out of what you leave your family, and of course, value-added tax, VAT, on almost everything you buy. This feeling of being constantly squeezed is the #1 pain point we hear from entrepreneurs and professionals across Europe. You work harder, you innovate, and you build a successful business, only to find your main reward is a bigger tax bill. It feels like there's a ceiling on your ambition. A sense that the government's need for revenue will always outpace your ability to get ahead. This isn't about politics. It's the financial reality for millions. And it's this reality that has pushed many to look for an escape hatch. Just when you thought the pressure couldn't get any worse, a new, more aggressive type of tax is emerging in Europe: the exit tax. This is where the story goes from frustrating to just plain shocking. The very act of leaving your country is becoming a taxable event. Look at the Netherlands, which has been working on an exit tax that targets unrealized capital gains. Imagine you own stocks or crypto that have shot up in value, but you haven't sold anything. The profit is only on paper. With this proposal, the moment you move to a low-tax country like the UAE, the government could tax you on that paper profit as if you sold everything. It's a final cash grab on your way out, designed to make leaving as financially painful as possible. And it's not just the Netherlands. Spain has rules that can keep you on the hook as a tax resident for years after you've left. France also has a powerful exit tax targeting residents who move. making them liable for tax on unrealized gains if they hold significant assets. Meanwhile, in the United Kingdom, major changes to the non-dom tax regime are taking effect from April 2025. This long-standing rule, which lets certain residents avoid UK tax on foreign income, is being scrapped. After just 4 years, new arrivals will be taxed on their worldwide income, and after 10 years, their global assets could be hit with UK inheritance tax. This is what's making people feel like the walls are closing in. It's no longer just about paying high taxes where you live. Now, some governments are creating huge financial penalties to stop you from leaving at all. For many entrepreneurs and investors, this is a step too far. A fundamental attack on their freedom to move and protect the wealth they've built. The message feels clear. Your success belongs partly to us, and we won't let you leave with it. So, faced with these closing walls, where are people turning? To a place that has built its reputation on tearing them down, the United Arab Emirates. While some European nations are building fiscal fortresses, the UAE has created one of the most attractive financial environments on the planet. The cornerstone of its appeal is simple and staggering: 0% personal income tax. Let that sink in. Every dollar, pound, or euro you earn from your salary is yours to keep. No deductions, no progressive brackets, no complicated filings. If your salary is $100,000, you take home $100,000. This single policy is the most powerful magnet drawing Europeans to cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And it doesn't stop there. The UAE also has a 0% capital gains tax for individuals on their investments and no wealth or inheritance tax. That paper profit the Dutch government wants to tax you on? In the UAE, if you sell stocks, crypto, or a business for a huge profit, that gain is 100% yours. For investors, this is the holy grail of financial planning. Now, to be clear, the UAE did introduce a 9% corporate tax in 2023. But here's the crucial part. This tax is on business profits, not personal salary. It generally applies to mainland companies and to freelancers or self-employed individuals whose business turnover is over AED 1 million, about $250,000. Even with this tax, salaries, personal investment income, and real estate income remain completely tax-free. The contrast couldn't be starker. While parts of Europe are looking for new ways to tax people, the UAE's modern economy is built on the principle of letting you keep your own money. While the 0% tax is the headline, it's not the whole story. People are arriving in the UAE to secure their finances, but they're staying because they find a quality of life that's tough to beat. First off, the UAE is widely reported as one of the safest countries in the world. With extremely low crime rates, it's a place where families feel secure. Then there's the world-class infrastructure. You've got these stunningly modern cities like Dubai and Abu Dhabi offering a level of convenience that is second to none, from hyper-efficient transport to top-tier healthcare and international schools. The UAE is also a global business hub. Its location at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa makes it a prime spot for entrepreneurs. And with a population where expatriates make up nearly 90% of residents, it's a true multicultural melting pot. English is the common language in business and daily life, making the transition pretty seamless for most Europeans. Of course, no place is perfect. The cost of living, especially for housing and private schools, can be high. And yes, the summer heat is intense. But for a rapidly growing number of Europeans, these are small trade-offs. They come for the tax savings, but they stay for the safety, the opportunity, and the unmatched quality of life. And while there's no inheritance tax, it's worth knowing that for non-Muslims, registering a will is key to ensuring your assets are distributed according to your wishes rather than by local Sharia principles. So, after all this, what does it mean for you? The first step is to get informed. Understanding the pathways to residency in the UAE is key. Options like the Golden Visa offer long-term 10-year residency for investors, entrepreneurs, and skilled professionals, giving you stability. Other routes include setting up a business in a free zone or getting a job with a local company. This isn't about packing your bags tomorrow. It's about understanding the global trends affecting your financial future and knowing you have options. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so it's essential you do your own research. If you're an entrepreneur or professional feeling the squeeze, start exploring. Look into the specific visa requirements, research living costs, and connect with people who've already made the move. The movement of Europeans to the UAE is more than just a trend. It's a massive signal. It's a message that when the pressure gets too high, talent and capital will flow to where they are treated best. It's not just about running from high taxes. It's about running towards a future of financial freedom, safety, and opportunity. The shocking reason isn't a secret plot. It's a rational choice in response to a system that increasingly penalizes success. And as some European countries continue to tighten the screws, the 0% reality of the UAE will only shine brighter.